Undefeated at home.
Yes.
We'll see if that continues.
First time ever. Undefeated at home.
Let's go.
Crazy. And welcome back to the official Emmaus Athletic Podcast, In the Nest. I'm your co-host, Shane Douglas, here with Matthew Tomlinson, the loyal, as always, Matthew.
Hi.
Good to be back.
Good to be back.
Missed the last episode, was on the road, as usual, but...
Watching lots and lots of soccer, you were.
Yeah, we're at a homeschool national soccer tournament down there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was a good trip. Lots of soccer that was watched.
Probably good food eaten as well.
Food is all right. Not too crazy.
Not too crazy, okay.
Not too crazy. But it was a good trip. But it's good to be back. It's always good to be home. Back here in Dubuque around the friends, family, and everything. But it's been crazy for athletics, man. It's been a good season. We're coming to the close for our men's and women's cross-country, soccer, and volleyball teams. So really, it's kind of sad.
It is.
It's kind of sad, man.
The regular season is done.
Pretty
now
much.
On the postseason. It's crazy how fast the time went.
Yeah, so men's and women's cross-country still have a couple weeks. They've already ran their regionals.
Did very well.
I feel like I haven't talked about it, but we've talked about it last you talked about it last podcast, but they did very well. Should have gotten first. But it's all right.
And again, like we talked about, that's the exciting thing with this nationals race is the time difference or the placement difference between our top 5 runners is very small compared to the other teams that were running. So with full teams running at nationals, there's a very good chance.
It was a very important race for our men's and women's cross country team to run.
Yes.
To see where they stand against our opponents.
Like you kept bringing up our competition, runners at our level, and so
Crown looked really good.
They did.
On the men's and women's side of things, and kind of scary to imagine what Bob Jones will be like.
Right.
But we'll find that out in a couple weeks, and we'll talk more about that in the upcoming episodes. But for this episode, we are going to really recap a little bit of men's soccer, women's volleyball for the last week, as well as this upcoming tournament.
Let's go.
We have the MCCC tournament this weekend. So repetitive, CCCC, but yep. Looking forward to that. But Matt, how did we fare the last week?
Yes. So looking at soccer, so they had both teams had big games.
Yes.
This past weekend, and looking at soccer, so we played Manhattan at home, and then we traveled down to Faith to play Barclay at a neutral site. So first time playing Manhattan. It was a great game. They are a tough team. Ended in a 1-1 draw.
Sucks.
It did. We had
that's too many ties.
I know. We had a shot at the end to win, but couldn't quite pull it out. But we were like literally this close from as the buzzer went off to winning. And so going into that game, I mean, both teams played really well. Our guys fought hard. They did not step back from the challenge of Manhattan because Manhattan's always a good physical team. It was nice seeing Coach Lopez. Shout out Coach Lopez. Yes. He was on campus. We got our coffee. Great catching up with him.
Coach, did I get coffee once with? Yeah, I got coffee once with Coach Lopez. But you and Coach Lopez always be meeting up down there in Manhattan, or even I guess
you're there on FaceTime in spirit.
It's true, I was. But
so it was good seeing them. And then on Saturday was to determine the regular season conference champions.
Yeah. And because for mathematical purposes, because we went into the game with technically undefeated in conference and against Barclay on Saturday, Barclay also being undefeated, but the difference was that we had one tie against the conference team, so we needed a win for a banner. Barclay needed a win or a tie for a banner.
And good fought game. Carlos scored
within 3 minutes.
Right off the bat. It was super exciting. Shout out Carlos.
Man, you timed that very well. You saw him doing that.
So that was really good. But then Barclay came back and had like a crazy goal to tie it.
It was pretty crazy.
We had some opportunities to take the lead after that to go up 2-1. Just could not quite get the ball into the net.
Yeah. It was
a good game.
It was tough.
It was. They ended up getting a red card because one of their guys went for a ball basically as 3 seconds were left in the half. The ball was in our box. Evan went to head it, and the guy swung his leg up and kicked Evan in the head. And
it was on accident.
It was on accident. It was not. It wasn't a bad play.
Yeah,
he was going for it, but Evan.
Barclays player like ran to Evans
nothing
side.
Malicious. It was just an accident, and
it's tough. It was tough, and like poor Evan, like it really hit him right here.
I know he was. And
I jumped he went to the hospital. It was a pretty scary situation, but he's doing better now.
I immediately FaceTimed Sharon when it happened, and she put the phone up to Evan, and I was like, dude, hang in there, please.
Yeah, it was really scary for Evan and friends and family.
Yeah.
But he's doing well, so keep him in your prayers
he's
for
back.
sure.
He's back in his dorm, so on campus under supervision because the concussions are no joke.
I know everyone on the soccer team has gotten a concussion.
That's the 4th concussion this year so far.
That's crazy. I know. Doesn't happen a lot for the team in previous years, but it's sad. Sad to see that play.
Because now that affects the rest of the year because he's out for the year, so that's going to affect this conference tournament, regional tournament. But yeah, so going back, we missed some opportunities there to take the lead to win, but ended up in a 1-1 draw. Yeah. So we finished 2nd in the regular season.
It's all right. But still, second place.
Still pretty good. I mean, undefeated in conference. Technically undefeated. 3-0-2.
The fact that we got to say technically.
Yeah. We did not lose in conference this year.
We drew twice.
But I mean, like we were saying beforehand, like the top 4 teams, so, Barclay, us, Manhattan, and Faith, like we all played each other this past weekend, and it was 3 ties and 1-0 win. Like anything can happen this tournament. It's crazy.
And this tournament is actually, and we'll talk about this on the women's volleyball side as well, but I think this speaks more for men's soccer specifically. It's more important than a lot of past tournaments.
Yes.
Typically this tournament is the MCCC tournament is a great way to get a banner or to have something to show, to be able to schedule a lot of matchups within the season. But this year for our men's soccer team, we have a tough region that we have to go through to make it to nationals. We'll talk about this more. We have a tough first opponent game against Grace, who we lost to handily earlier in the season. And then if we make it past Grace, we'll have to make it past Great Lakes or Kuiper or Maranatha, who are all tough opponents.
Like that's also true. Anyone can win the region too.
So the region is already tough enough. We have been ranked 5th in the nation.
Yes.
And we've been ranked 8th in the nation for soccer. We have a good record, finishing the season 9. What are we? 9, 5, and 3. That's for our boys, for our men's soccer team to get. There's 2 at-large bids to go to nationals. For us to get an at-large bid, mathematically speaking, we need to play not just well but perfect.
Great, yes.
Honestly, if
we can win both games well and bring home the conference championship, like you said, that will greatly get our odds up for the bid.
The easiest,
if we don't win,
exactly, regionals. The easiest way to make it to nationals is to win.
Yes,
right, and we'll talk more about that with our women's volleyball team because they have not an easy path. No path is easy, but things look great,
pretty good
based off of their regional record. But for men's soccer, our men's soccer team, they need to win this weekend, especially
which they are very capable.
They need to beat Barclay. We need to beat Barclay. It looks good that we were able to tie, but it'll look better if we can beat them this weekend and then make a run.
In the nation. They were top 10 team right now.
Win a game at region. If we can win a game at regionals, win our conference tournament, it's going to look better for us to get an at-large bid if we don't win at all. Yes. If we don't win in regionals, it's going to look better because right now it's going to be very close. And I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but it doesn't look like we can just coast. No, we cannot coast.
No,
we need to win.
Show up and show out.
We need to beat Manhattan. We need to beat Barclay, and we need to show up at regionals.
And the best part about regionals is you can end someone's season.
Yeah, that's true.
You can end someone's season.
That's true.
And what better way we'll talk about this next week, but what better way to end the host season next week?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It'd be really crazy.
But yeah, lots of good things.
And it's tough to play at Grace, but we'll talk more, like you said, more about next week.
But yeah, huge weekend of this weekend. Because I don't think we've never won the postseason championship, correct? For soccer?
No, we have.
We have.
So 2018 won regular season champions as well as tournament champions.
So if this team is who we talked about, if they're up there with that 2018 team, better go win the conference championship.
So what it looks like for their men's soccer tournament this weekend for MCCC is Emmaus. Our Emmaus men's soccer team is the 2 seed playing the 3 seed Manhattan. They will be playing Friday at 3 p.m.
And conference for soccer is at Ozark in Joplin, Missouri.
So they'll be playing on, I think they got Bermuda grass, but it's like a sponge because they don't cut it too. They don't. I'm not gonna say they don't cut it enough, but they don't cut it short enough, so it's kind of spongy. But it's still like
the field. It's
good grass, but yeah. Either way, so playing at Ozark, number 2 against number 3 Manhattan. It's always fun to play against Manhattan. I think they play at 3:00.
I believe so. Yes.
I'm not sure. Actually, there's no
times on it.
There's no times on it, so we'd have no idea. I was looking at regionals. So we have no idea what time they play, but they are game. What number are we?
2, I think.
We're game 3.
We're game 3.
Game 3.
We're the last game of the day.
Last game of the day, day 1, we will play game 3, which will be a Friday. So we do play Friday, game 1. Winner moves on to the championship.
On Saturday.
Playing the winner against Barclay and Faith. Barclay and Faith just played off this last weekend.
Barclay 1-1-0.
Barclay 1-1-0. I mean, Faith's a good team.
But also, because the guy that got the red card for Barclay is their best player, their midfielder, their captain. So they're going to be down one of their best players.
The first game, but he'll be there for the championship. So we'll see what Manhattan can do. Whether they'll be able, or Faith and Manhattan and Eagles and Barclay. I guess all of us. It's exciting. It's exciting.
It's really exciting, Shane.
It is. So we'll see what the men's can do on soccer side. We'll talk about in regionals next week. But they got to win. So
go out and win.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, men.
For men's
Eagles.
There we go. So for women's volleyball.
Yes.
Women's volleyball, how'd they fare this last weekend?
So Friday night was the matchup of the year. 2 top 10 teams playing each other. Number 6 Manhattan, number 8 Emmaus University. For both teams undefeated in conference. So this was for the regular season conference championship. And we played them that night. Fought hard, but man, they're good. Yeah. They're very good. Manhattan ended up beating us 3-0 to take the conference championship for regular season.
And the team played well.
The team played very well, but Manhattan is just very good.
Caitlin was
a little sickness going around, but then the girls turned around and played Barclay on Saturday and took care of business. They had a very good bounce back game and dominated 3-0.
And that's good.
But yeah, so then with that puts your Emmaus volleyball team as the number 2 seed. We'll be playing at
runner up of the season.
Runner up of the season. So great job, ladies. We will be taking on the 7 seed CCCB, and then I think it's at 1:00 on Friday.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Friday, Emmaus versus Central.
And then when we win, we'll play the winner of Calvary and Faith. Wow, you said
when we win.
When we win, we'll play the winner of Calvary and Faith.
If Emmaus wins, we will play the winner of Calvary.
That would be at 7 p.m.
Yep. And the award ceremony is right after the our game at 1. So award ceremony around 3 p.m. Friday. Find out which one of our multiple or singular women's players get an award. First team. Let's go. Come on.
Let's see it.
MVP. Maybe. I don't know.
We'll find out.
I guess we will.
We'll find out.
That'd be great. That's gonna be fun.
We get to host conference volleyball this year, so that's super exciting on our home court. Haven't hosted conference volleyball since 2017.
Oh, that's
so it's good to have everyone back. I know.
Why is it so long?
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know.
I feel like what?
But we get it back.
What kind of rotation is this? Oh, okay.
But yeah, so super exciting with that. That'll be good. And again, they undefeated the regular season, so obviously can't take anything for granted in postseason, because honestly anything can happen in postseason, but they take care of business. Should be a rematch from Friday in the championship on Saturday of us versus Manhattan.
Yeah, and I really want to see our women's team play Manhattan again, because I feel like, we'll see what it shapes up, what regional shapes up to be, and what national it ends up. I do believe Manhattan will be at nationals, and I do believe we will be at nationals. So who knows if we pair up there, right? So, but it
has happened in the past of our teams competing at nationals. So
I want to see our women's team healthy, play another strong game because they were there. That will help us
for regionals, which then will help prepare us for nationals.
So we play women's volleyball. We'll play Central. Men's soccer will play Manhattan, and we'll see what happens.
Right?
Try to get to that championship. Women's volleyball team needs to play 2 games, win 2 games, makes it a championship. Men's just need to win 1 game, makes it a championship. Both of our wives are calling us.
I know,
as
right?
we speak. This is kind of funny. Our phones are right here. They're both. Yeah,
that's funny.
I don't know why.
You're recording at a different time than normal.
That's true. We are.
But so 2 tremendous opportunities for your Emmaus Eagles this weekend.
Spooky season. That's what it is. Hopefully our teams can.
Boo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully our teams can take away a W this weekend.
Multiple W's. Lots of
home
W's.
court for women's volleyball, which is going to be huge.
Hopefully we get 5 W's this weekend.
We need our fans, our alum to show up. Yes. Come on out.
Come support your Lady Eagles volleyball.
Please.
Man. Because they've had such a tremendous year. Undefeated at home.
Yes.
We'll see if that continues.
First time ever. Undefeated at home.
Let's go.
Crazy.
And we're hosting.
That's crazy. Man, it's going to be... what if we...
And also...
Oh, that's going to be tough.
Emmaus women's volleyball has 17 wins this year, which is the most since 2019.
It's going to be
crazy.
That is crazy as well.
Crazy.
For us to... Are we going to take into account, like, the tournament for our... home season or home record?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens.
If we win it all, we do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, if we go 3-0, then yes.
If we don't, no.
12-0 at home.
Tournament doesn't count. So regular season.
Yeah.
Get that like the star thing.
Right.
Just like the Lakers championship.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
What's funny? Like this is so off topic, but I do not like the Los Angeles Lakers. I do not like the Los Angeles Dodgers. I love the Los Angeles Chargers.
That's so interesting, Shane.
I was just thinking about that this morning. I'm like, man, because the Dodgers are up 3-0 against the Yankees.
They're about to win the World Series.
So dumb. Ooh, Shohei. Crazy. Don't like Shohei. Freddie Freeman.
That $1 million contract for this year.
Stupid. I don't like the Dodgers.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm like,
you don't like those 2 teams, but you're
It's like I could care less about the Clippers or the Angels.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like what is crazy is that I'm cheering for the Yankees. Like the Yankees.
That's as a Celtics fan, as a Boston fan.
Well, yeah,
Yankees,
I just don't like the Dodgers. Don't like the Dodgers. All right, moving on. But conference is going to be fun this weekend. So hopefully we're able to give you guys a good rundown, a recap of what this season has been like. We'll have more episodes of recapping with players and coaches as the weeks progress. And we got cross country coming in a couple weeks for nationals. They already made it. They punched their ticket. They're in. So let's see what our men's soccer and women's volleyball team can do for conference to carry that hype and momentum into regionals.
Having 4 teams at nationals in the fall would be crazy.
It'd be awesome. Be awesome. So we'll talk more about regionals and nationals or national possibility next week, but it's so hard not to talk about it. Like I just want to talk about it now,
especially with volleyball's projection.
But what we told you, volleyball looks really good, undefeated in regionals. But who knows?
They have to take care of business. Who knows?
Got to take care of business. Soccer, they got to win. They got to win, and they're in. They control their own destiny. Of course, if we beat Grace first round, move to the championship, and win, we're into nationals. But in the case that we lose at regionals, we need to win. 2 wins this weekend will look great.
Will look great for a potential automatic bid.
A championship banner will look great for a bid, especially against Barclay, who has been ranked a lot this season.
In the gym with the new logo. That would look great.
It would look great.
It
would look weird.
It would look a little weird.
But I feel like that's all we got.
Yes. Sneak peek. We've had 2 men's basketball scrimmages, one on Saturday.
I was just about to mention this.
And one on Monday. And
man,
it's going to be a fun year, Shane.
They look good.
It's going to be a fun
They look
season.
Good.
The dunk counter is making a return after having a year off.
Ooh. I will say, you guys, the guys team, the men's team looks really good. It looks exciting. Can't wait to talk about you guys this season. It's gonna be fun.
First game November 7th. Here we
Spurgeon,
go.
correct? It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great. Cannot wait.
Spurgeon's a top team too. They're really good. So it's gonna really test our boys.
It's gonna be a great, especially, and then Trinity when we play them on that following Saturday or a couple days later. Like the first 2 games of the season are going to be huge games to see where we're at. And so, yeah, I'm excited.
Oh,
you were there on Monday, man, dude. It's gonna be a fun year.
It's gonna be really fun.
Lord willing, of course.
No, of course,
it's gonna be a fun year.
I just feel like when you can go into a game confident that you have one of the best players on the court.
Almost 2 of the best players
possibly.
On the court.
I mean,
possibly.
I'll just like Tatum's a dog, but then Eli
was good.
Eli was showing up.
And Nash showed
Nash
up.
as well. He had a couple step back threes last night. So I'm like,
man,
not to take away from anyone else.
Stay tuned for our men's basketball team.
We got to show up this year. We got to show up. It's
Women's
so
basketball
exciting.
team is not having any scrimmages before their first game of the season. So, but we've had 2. So yeah. But stay tuned, men's basketball.
It's an exciting time to
is.
be here at Emmaus. It's to roam these halls, to know the things that are happening in the athletic realm, but also institutionally with the name change, with a lot of upgrades and
The master's program now.
Yeah, so much times. It's truly, what is it, Matt?
It's truly a great day to be an Emmaus Eagle.
See you next week.